Well, we had enough chairs, but we practiced graduation earlier. We moved a few things around. So sorry, teachers. Perfect. Good afternoon, family, friends, staff, and most importantly, our outstanding 8th grade students. I'm so happy to see all of you here. As principal of the Beaverton Junior High School, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to our 8th grade promotion ceremony. This is our first one this year. This afternoon, we come together to celebrate a group of students who have not only completed an important chapter of their education, but who have done so with resilience, growth, and a spirit of determination. To our students, we have watched you learn, lead, and rise to the occasion, day after day. Some days were longer than others. You have shown maturity beyond your years, kindness towards one another, and a willingness to grow through every challenge. You've built the foundation for your future, and we are confident that you are ready for that next chapter. To our families, thank you for the partnership, your encouragement, and your trust. Your support has helped shape these young minds and hearts, and your presence today means the world. Let's take this afternoon to celebrate how far our students have come and to look ahead with excitement for all that is still to come. Congratulations to each of you, our future class of 2029. We are proud of you and we believe in you. Welcome everyone. Let the celebration begin. I would first like to welcome Mrs. Barnes to the stage.
Okay, just want to preface this by saying that unfortunately, my mother has cursed me with her gene of just crying. So if I cry during this, just pretend I'm not. I don't know why I would, but I probably will. So they gave us this monumental task of highlighting someone in 8th grade that has stood out to us and deserves recognition. Here I go already. I find this an impossible task to do in a group of kids that means so much to me. They're the very first group of students I ever got to call my own. I walked in on their first day of 6th grade and had no idea what I was doing, but they were gracious enough to pretend that I did. You all have such a special place in my heart, so thank you for giving a first-year teacher like me a chance to learn and grow alongside you. The student that I've chosen is a quiet one. She shows up every single day and puts 100% effort into everything she does. She might not be the first person you notice because she does everything with grace and ease. You might glance into her classroom and see her reading her book, sneaking as many pages as she can in her downtime, a characteristic we share. I remember the first few weeks of 6th grade. It was hard to get her to raise her hand, even though I knew she always knew the answer. She was one of those students who questioned, is she smarter than me? As time progressed, all it took was a few conversations with her about her favorite books to get her to open up. She might not talk a whole lot, but when she does, listen up, because what she says is important. She is one of the kindest, most thoughtful, respectful humans I've had the chance to know, and I have now had the pleasure of being her teacher and her coach. My hope for her through her academic career and her life is that she never loses that passion for reading, that everywhere she goes, she meets people with that same kindness I was met with in my first year teaching as a young woman straight out of college. I hope she continues to be a leader and sees the impact she has on those around her. Her future is bright, and the places she can go are endless. Whether she decides to become an actress, like she wrote in our 6th grade book, a doctor, a lawyer, or maybe a best-selling author, the sky is the limit. I'm honored to have been a very small part of what I know will continue to be an epic story. Keep being amazing, Bryce, and never, ever stop reading.
Next, Mrs. Bauman.
Okay, so I didn't write a speech because I just like to kind of go off the cuff a little bit. The student that I chose has kind of, and I mean this in a most loving way, been the bane of my existence since 7th grade. And he's over there laughing right now because he knows. But I really feel like he has grown as in academics. I feel like he's grown socially and emotionally and he's matured a lot. Okay. Let's see. There's a couple of things I know about Caden. They're all like, oh, Caden, I know, and I can count on every day that he will tell me what everybody's doing. He will also do his best because at the beginning, when I first met him, when he was in 7th grade, I came here halfway through 7th grade with him and couldn't get him to do much. But now he is so eager to do his work, although he doesn't turn it in on time sometimes, but he does a really good job. And he's come a long way as a reader as well. So I want to present a book. Come up here, Caden. I want to present a book. It's called High Heat, and it's about baseball because I know Caden really loves baseball. There's a little inscription in there for you. You can read it later. Right in there, okay? But I really enjoyed having you in class, even though we kind of butted heads sometimes. But you're going to do great things. I know you will. Great job.
Mrs. Walters, please.
Thank you. When I was asked to choose a student, I didn't even have a hesitation of who I chose. They asked, it wasn't about academics, it was about that student that just made a difference. And there was a lot of things that happened in my life this year, and this student every morning would come in and he would say hi and greet a smile. He was like the first one to school every day, and he'd walk through my classroom, into my classroom. The book I chose for him is called Tracker by Gary Paulson. And it's about a boy who struggles with a legacy of hunters in his family. I can't tell you how many conversations we had about hunting and the farm and filling the wood stove. And this kid is one of the hardest workers I have ever met. And I respect that. The boy in the story reminds me of Andrew Russell. Will you come up here, Andrew? Running. I've watched Andrew grow into a young man that is true to his convictions and his heart. He has the biggest heart. Being in my first hour, he always is there first. He's always greeting me, and he's always got a conversation to have with me. Through these conversations, I've learned what is important to him. He values his family, his time with his friends, and he loves the outdoors. I appreciate Andrew for the hard worker he is, the storyteller inside him, and his easygoing spirit that brings a smile to everybody that meets him. My wish for you, Andrew, is that you do not lose sight of who you are and the wonderful man you have become. Sorry, I have your mom's problem too. Goodness, I inherited something like that too. You are becoming more than you know. And I hope that when you move on to this next milestone, high school, that you will stay that person. Remember who you are. Thank you, Andrew, for understanding the art of conversation and for being not afraid to care, even when it wasn't cool.
Thank you, Ms. Walters.
There's something written in there for you.
Mrs. Crawford.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Crawford, and I've chosen to present my book to Mr. Connor Wolf. I'm going to cry the whole time. I've had the pleasure of knowing Connor since he was a wild little tyke running around my yard in nothing but a diaper. I was family friends with his aunt, so he got to come to my house once in a while. And then after I started teaching at Beaverton, I got to be Connor's second grade teacher. I got him over the hump on his journey to learn how to read. Connor was a great second grader. I've watched him grow into a wonderful young man who has all the right intentions, but may let his attitude or his mischievous ways get in the way sometimes. So I chose the book for you, The Keepers of the School. The main character gets himself in the middle of a lot of mischievous situations. He ultimately has to sneak, steal, lie, and cheat to save his school from being torn down after he solves the clues. I hope you take the time to read the whole series and enjoy it as much as I have, all 3 times I read it, even though you told me yesterday you don't read. Bug, keep believing in yourself. Be true to who you are. Know that so many people are in your corner supporting you, and that I'm proud of you. And I look forward to watching you grow and become a successful adult.
Mrs. Sheets.
All right. Hi, I'm Ms. Sheets. And if my voice is shaking a lot, you're just not going to mention it, right? So I'm in kind of a weird predicament, right? So unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to watch everybody grow up like maybe Ms. Crawford did or, Ms. Walters. But I was lucky enough to watch from the beginning of this year to the end of this year, every single one of you grow into the young adults that you currently are, whether or not it was fast or very slow. But you all got there. I'm in the position, much like Miss Barnes was 2 years ago, where you are my first class, right? So you're going to be the people, believe it or not, that I compare everybody else to for the rest of my time teaching, right? I'm going to be like, oh, this kid's like this kid, or this kid's like this kid. But whatever. A lot of people say that 8th grade is probably one of the hardest years you're going to go through in your academic career, and I could vouch for that, right? But the student that I have chosen grew an immeasurable amount. From the beginning of the year to now, Mason Wentz was a completely different person. You can come up here if you want while I'm still reading, it's fine. Mason went from being one of those, I guess I'll talk to you guys. I see them every day, right? Mason went from one of those students that kind of just chilled out in the classroom, more so just got his work done and left the room. And then after winter break happened, he came back and he just had this drive, this energy that's just I'm going to get things done. I'm going to be the most, participant, the biggest participant in class and all this stuff. And I asked him one time, I was like, dude, you turned a switch on. What happened? And he was like, hey, I just thought, I should start caring. And then from, basically then, Mason and I have created a really cool relationship, whether or not it's calling each other a chump in the hallway whenever we pass each other, chump, or not. He's just Mason has become a very passionate and hardworking young man. He's someone that is very uniquely himself, definitely not a shy kid by any standard. He's someone that can joke around with, or he just never seems bothered by anything, kind of just chilled out. Like I said, I've had the pleasure of watching him grow in and out of the classroom, whether or not I'm popping into Sparks at the end of the day, or he's in the weight room and I'm talking to Mr. Coleman, or he's watching me bench the bar and making fun of me, or just walking through the halls, right? The book I chose, well, we were supposed to choose something inspirational, right? And I don't read that much. You know, I'm not a big reader. But the book that I did choose isn't necessarily that, but it's a book that shows Mason, hopefully, that science is way more than the MyStar that we use. It's way more fun and interesting and truly can show the beauty in everything that you see in life, right? So Mason is, I am so lucky to have a kid like him in my first year to get me through it and to just be a star. So thank you for being an outstanding person, Mason.
Mrs. Woodruff.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, parents. Nice to see everybody here today. Okay, 8th graders. Obviously, this is a hard choice for all of us to pick somebody because we have a story we could share about every single one of you. But today I want to take a moment to recognize and celebrate a student who stands out not because she follows every trend or tries to fit in, but because she stays true to something far more lasting: old-fashioned values. Reagan Burgess. Wait, I'm gonna stand right here. So Reagan is someone who finds joy in things many people overlook. She loves and appreciates the beauty of a simple life. She bakes sourdough from scratch, taking time and care to create something real, something that nourishes more than just the body. In a world that often prizes speed over substance and convenience over character, she reminds us there is strength in tradition, in patience, in doing things with heart. These old-fashioned values, honesty, hard work, gratitude, are not outdated. In fact, they might be more important now than ever. Laura Ingalls Wilder, one of my favorite people ever, said, "The real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to make the most of what we have, to be happy with simple pleasures, and to be cheerful and have courage when things go wrong." So, Reagan, I believe you live by these words, and I couldn't be more proud of you for that. She is a quiet reminder that timeless values still matter, and that sometimes looking back is the best way to move forward. So I want to thank you, and I wish all of you the best in your high school days, and go Beavers! I got Reagan a Little House on the Prairie cookbook, but don't worry, it's like for grown-ups, and it's got a lot of timeless recipes in here that I know that she'll cherish because we have enjoyed talking about this exact subject. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy that for many years to come.
Mr. Marilette?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. Marilette. I'm the 7th and 8th grade history teacher here. The student I will be presenting a book to today is Ethan Henry. You come up, Ethan. So Ethan and I have a funny background. I worked construction with Ethan's grandfather last summer. who's also been a lifetime family friend of mine. Last summer while working construction, Ethan would come to work with his grandfather and help out the crew. I'd never met Ethan at this point, yet he amazed me with how hardworking he was, as well as how quickly he was able to calculate math problems in his head. Also, learned how to boss me around a little bit, so that was fun. On top of that, too, Ethan had shown very advanced math skills immediately and an understanding of work ethic right off the bat. He'd also shown fantastic communication skills and the ability to work through various situations. Fast forward to this school year, where I was hired at Beaverton Public Schools and had the opportunity of having Ethan in my first hour history class. In the time that I had spent with Ethan, it was very clear that he was a very bright kid. He is also one of the most polite and respectful students have had the opportunity to work with. Ethan is also very soft-spoken, but always willing to participate. He's also always focused on the task at hand, getting the job done, but most impressively, always working with other students in my class. That's the one thing that stood out to me the most about Ethan, was his willingness to always help other students when they were struggling. Aside from that, he showed an interest in understanding of history that stood above the crowd. Along with that, his kind and caring personality and extensive knowledge in school, Ethan is also a big fisherman. I know this because every Monday morning at 8 a.m., Ethan was showing me pictures of the fish he caught on his phone from the past weekend. Just like many other 14-year-olds, Ethan only worked construction last summer to go spend every penny of it in the fishing department at Jay's Sporting Goods. He told me that the next day at work. With that, the book I chose was How to Think Like a Fish by Jeremy Wade. I chose this book because there are two things I know about Ethan Henry. He's really good at thinking and even better at fishing. This book will hopefully extend your knowledge of fishing, but also give you good insight and perspective as you take on the next journey in life. Ethan, thank you for being the kind and hardworking young man that you are. I hope that this book gives you the opportunity to think like a fish and catch even more fish than ever before. Good luck in high school, Ethan. You will do great things. Well, there you go, buddy.
Mr. Griffhorst.
All right, so my student I chose was James Heupel. And I got a book. I was a very big reader when I was a kid. I got a book that kind of got me into fantasy a little bit, Lord of the Rings. This book is The Hobbit. It's like the prequel kind of to that, if you don't know what that is. And so, yeah, it's just a book about, good overcoming evil. It's just like a classic. I love this classic adventure stories. And I chose James just because, there's one, he seems very interested in learning as much as there is to know about like everything music. He's a clarinet player, but he's learning bass clarinet. He's learning the bass guitar, the tuba at one point. At one point he wanted to figure out how French horn works. So just lots of learning and like eagerness to do that. And also in a class of 40 kids, a lot of whom are like 7th graders and 6th graders. He's a foundation that other people in the class look up to, and that's very much appreciated. So here you go.
Mr. Goddard.
Good afternoon. Today, I have the privilege of presenting a book to an 8th grader who stands on the edge of potential, academic, athletic, and personal. The book is Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, and it asks an important question: what makes someone truly successful? Gladwell argues that it's not just raw talent or natural intelligence, it's time. But what lies ahead is even more exciting. Whether in the classroom, or on the field, or on the ice, greatness will not come overnight. But it will come to you if you commit to the process. Keep your head down, keep your standards high, and never forget, success isn't an accident. It's a decision made day after day. This would only be right, Corbin, if you got one more homework assignment from Mr. Goddard. So Corbin Harris, come get your book.
Mrs. Silvers.
Okay. I chose to celebrate Haley Ryder today, which I am sure she hates. Actually, I'm positive that she hates every second of this, but I hate speaking in front of large groups, so I guess we're even. Here we go. I chose the book, You Are Only Just Beginning, by, I'm not a crier. Okay, by Morgan Harper Nichols. As I was looking for a book, I came across the book and the description read, Morgan Harper Nichols reimagines the classic heroine's journey from the very first call to adventure through trials, hardships, and new relationships. That description made me think both of Haley and life as a junior high student. There are lots of new relationships, hardships, trials in junior high. Sometimes life gets hard. You guys all know that because you just survived junior high. So obviously, oh, I screwed up. Okay. If I could give you all one piece of advice as you carry on through the journey we call life, it would be that when things get hard, it's important to lean into your people, find words of wisdom that motivate you, and then buckle down and push through. Haley has heard all of these things from me over the past year in one way or another. I chose this book because it has a collection of poems that can help you do just that, and I wanted her to have words of wisdom whenever she needs them. I am so proud of how hard Haley has worked this year. She has grown more than she even realizes. I cannot wait to see where her future takes her, because I just know she is going to do great things. Good luck, Haley. You know where to find me if you need me.
Mrs. Gorman.
Hi. When Mrs. Inchko, approached us and asked us to pick an 8th grade student and share what stands out in mind to them, there are so many students that I haven't gotten to work with personally, but I see them in the hallways, I see them in the lunchroom, and I see them as I pop in and out of classrooms, and they're all very remarkable young people. Their future is very bright, and being a Beaverton Beaver is just an amazing thing. So what I wanted to say is that other students stick out not because of their academic excellence or their social emotional growth, and that there are other things that take place and that stand out in my mind. And being an 8th grader is a challenge all unto itself. They are growing from adolescence to young adulthood. They change physically, and they're also changing their maturity, and it is a progress that's being made. And sometimes growth is slower than we have the patience and the wait time as teachers and staff. But over the course of the entire school year, we do see this and we do recognize it. And while some students have difficulties in more than one of these areas, it's important to acknowledge their growth. So I've been blessed the short time that I've been here to work with one young lady who has really strived to come out of herself and to show courage and strength when sometimes her fear or her frustrations get bigger than what she is. And so I want to have Dea Gillette come up here because her efforts, her determination, and her willingness to try is a standout in my book. So I got a book for her that is just a book called Watering the Soul. And it just has some neat poems and little stories that are of encouragement. But one of them that stuck out to me, is a recipe for your soul. And this is what it tells us, that you need 1 little seedling, 2 cups of slow breaths, 1 tablespoon of silence, 3 cups of courage, 1 bag of forgiveness, and 1 large packet of love, 2 packets of patience and gratitude, 4 cups of kindness, and 3 teaspoons of light. You guys all have a beautiful future ahead of you. Take time to enjoy it, to cultivate it, and have fun. Dea, I'm very proud of you.
Mr. Quick?
I was afraid this might be a little too long, but I guess it will be pretty quick, right? All right. Good afternoon. For those who do not know me, I am Mr. Quick, and I manage the calming room in this building. An aspect of this position is helping students through negative emotions, helping them to at least give them something, a little something to make it through their day. As such, the characteristic I want to focus on is being able to lift spirits of those around you and giving something to look forward to in the day. Silas Finney has been a role model. Silas has been a role model how to keep things lighthearted and fun in and out of the classroom. I have experienced this firsthand with Silas going on his way to ask about my day and how I am doing. With his friends, while he can be rambunctious at times, in the end, he has shown distinctly how to make sure to keep things fun while also keeping it not so extra. In the spirit of these qualities, I want to give Silas one of my favorite interactive books, Where's Waldo? This book, to me, encapsulates the fun nature that Silas embodies. My hope is, as he continues on his educational journey, these positive qualities will allow him to support his peers and teachers alike and make their days just a bit better, even if he has to search them out to do so. Thank you.
And Mrs. Jackson.
I want to take a moment to recognize a young man who has truly shown us what it means to grow with grace, kindness, and strength. As he gets ready to head off to high school, we celebrate not only his accomplishments in the classroom, but the character he brings into every room he enters. He has a heart as big as his love for football, whether he's on the field giving it his all or off the field offering a helping hand or a kind word to a classmate. He leads with respect and compassion. He treats his teachers, his friends, and everyone he meets with a level of maturity and kindness that makes us all proud. He reminds us that success isn't about talent, it is about heart. And he has plenty of both. As he steps into this next chapter, we know he'll continue to bring that same spirit of kindness, respect, and drive into the high school and beyond. Congratulations, Eland. We are proud of you. He is not here today, though. So,
For our next part, we have some words of wisdom from 3 of our seniors. First, I would like to invite Reese Mishler to come up.
Hi, my name is Reese Mishler. I'm the salutatorian for the class of 2025. With just finishing high school, I have a few things I would say to all underclassmen, but especially you guys who are just going to be starting next year. But first and foremost, congratulations. The biggest piece of advice I can give you guys is get involved, whether that's sports, clubs, band, or any other passions you may have. Your high school experience will be so much better if you participate in Spirit Week, be a part of the student sections at all sporting events, and go to the dances. You may think it's lame, but it's so much fun with all your friends, and you will remember it for the rest of your life. Also, help out with service groups. NHS, Leo Club, and student government are just a few examples. But also, another important aspect of high school are grades. Grades matter, your GPA matters, your academics matter. So try your hardest on every assignment and don't give up. You are going to make mistakes, but that happens. However, the key thing is to learn from it, reach out to your teachers for help, and grow from it. Your high school and grades can determine what kind of future you have. But just have fun and create the most amount of memories. But because like everyone says, these next 4 years will go by fast. And let me tell you, it does. Thank you.
Thank you, Reese. Briar Pollard.
Hi, everybody. My name is Briar Pollard, and I had the honor to be the class president of the class of 2025. While standing up here looking at all of you, I am reminded of how it feels like just yesterday I was in your shoes, being so excited to enter high school and be a part of all the exciting opportunities that it brings you. However, I also know how nerve-wracking this change is. There's nothing to worry about. This new chapter of your life will be over before you know it. And it will be filled with memories and lessons that you will cherish for a lifetime. I'm sure that every single one of you has heard someone say that high school flies by. I'm here to tell you that it indeed does. I encourage each and every one of you to take this fresh new start as the opportunity to try new things, prove people wrong, involve yourself in everything you can, and soak up every single second. Whether you're involved in sports, clubs, or any other extracurricular activities, accomplish those roles with pride and passion. You are not done for doing what you want to. Go to the school dances, make a fool of yourself in the student section, and join the clubs that give back to our community that never fails to support us. Make the memories. Also, prioritize your grades and don't procrastinate. Additionally, it is important to remember that failure is inevitable. It is how you respond and overcome those battles that provide you with growth. Take that failure and use it as a motivation to be better. As I graduate tomorrow, I would do anything to be in your exact position. This is such an exciting and important time in your life. I wish all of you nothing but the best of luck. Congratulations, and always remember, go Beavers.
Thank you, Briar. And Kennedy Tripp.
First off, I'd like to say I'm not a professional. I might stutter or reread, and usually social anxiety is scared of me, but for some reason I am nervous, so I'm going to do my best, so give your girl some grace. And if you know me, I love to talk, so it's a little bit longer than Briar and Reese's. If I could go back to my freshman self, I'd probably start by saying, hey, relax, take a breath. Also, don't wear that outfit, trust me. Freshman year feels like stepping into a new universe where everyone else seems to know what they're doing and you're just trying to remember your locker combination and figure out which hallway bathroom is the least crowded. But if I could give my younger self and anyone who's starting high school some advice, I'd say something like this. First, you don't need to have it all figured out, and honestly, no one does. Even if the people who seem like they have it all, seem like they have their lives together, they're probably also crying over assignments at midnight while eating cereal straight out the box. High school is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's okay to be lost sometimes. It's okay to fail. You'll find your way. And people aren't just saying junior year is hard for fun. It's the truth. You couldn't pay me to do junior year again. Second, failure is not the end of the world. You're going to mess up a lot. You'll bomb a test, you'll forget homework, you'll say something weird in front of your crush, and you'll maybe even call a teacher mom. Congratulations, you're human. Own the awkward moments. They make great stories. Stay organized, ask for help. Yes, your GPA does matter for the most part. When your GPA drops, it's 100% harder to bring it back up. And yes, sometimes you can wing it. Take it from me, I did it 90% of the time. Just don't wing math. Don't ever wing math. Third, be kind to others and to yourself. This one matters the most. Everyone's going through something. Be the reason someone laughs today and not the reason they go home feeling worse. And when it comes to yourself, stop being so hard. You're doing better than you think. Fourth, get more involved. Even if you feel awkward at first, join clubs, try new things. Even if you're not good at them, spoiler, nobody really knows what they're doing the first time. Sign up for random activities, dance in public, play chess, even if all you know is that little horse can only move in the direction L. Audition for the school play, even if your only experience is singing in the shower. These are things you'll remember, not the time you got a B+ instead of an A. Fifth, friendships will change, and that's normal. Some people stay and others won't. Don't force connections. I personally think this one is the most important topic. Find the people that make you feel like the best version of yourself and hold on to them. And if you're still looking for those people, don't worry, they show up when you least expect it. One of my best friends was a senior when I was in 8th grade. She showed me the ropes and taught me high school isn't the end-all be-all. Ashley was an amazing person. She passed away about a year ago. But there isn't a day where I come into this school and don't think about her and what she has taught me. What I'm trying to say is don't take any friendship for granted. The most beautiful and amazing things come unexpectedly. A friendship with wild age differences, a foreign exchange student that changes your life for the better, or random people that move to your school and now become your family. 6, you don't have to peak in high school. In fact, please don't. You're not supposed to have your entire life figured out by age 15. High school is just one chapter, an important one, yes, but there's so much more waiting for you after this. Don't tie your whole identity to how popular you are or how many likes your post gets. If you're a starter in sport, or if what other people think about you. Just be you, authentically and unapologetically you. And lastly, take it all in. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, it's chaotic. But one day you'll miss the random laughs in the hallway, the Friday night games, the jokes in class, even the teachers who gave you way too much homework but somehow cared the most. Don't wish it away too fast. And to my freshman self, I'm proud of you. Even though you stressed over little things that didn't matter, even though you got lost along the way, even though you thought senioritis wasn't real, and let me tell you, it is. And to the next group walking through those doors for the first time, you're going to mess up. That's a part of the magic. Don't be afraid to grow and to ask questions, start over, and to be yourself, even if your self is still trying to figure it out. High school is weird, but so are most of us. And not all of us know what we're doing now or after school. We're all just pretending to. Pack a snack, don't need those highlighters. And whatever you do, don't take gym first period, and just know Oldenburg's class is hard and we're not overreacting. Thank you.
Thank you, Kennedy. All right, are you guys ready to get your certificates? Yeah? All right. Okay, remember how we rehearsed this? Mason, you got us? All right, first row, please stand up. Mrs. Sanderson is going to present our certificates to us. Are you ready?
Okay, reminder, handshake, fist bump, I'll even accept a hug, okay? All right, let's get started. Madison Archibald. What are we doing? Congratulations, you're welcome. Mason Barth. Yep, keep coming on. Yep, get right in line. There we go. Aiden Burge. Remington Breathauer. Did I do it? All right. Reagan Burgess. You're welcome. Ren Carlin. Congratulations. Cade Casillas. Congratulations. Emily Colvin. Congratulations. Ava Dillon. We'll do it like that. Evan Elliott. Congratulations. Silas Finney. Congratulations. Ava Gardine. Congratulations. Jace Gashi. Yes, thank you. Cole Grisiak. Did I do it okay? Did I do it okay? Which one are we doing? Here we go. Cole Hall. Did I get a hug? Yeah? All right, all right. Wyatt Hansen. Shake hands. I got it. Corbin Harris. All right. Lyden Haynes. This one? Oh, you got me with the snail. Nash Haynes. I got a hug. Yeah. Yes. James Heupel. Ethan Henry. Noah Herman. Congratulations. Molly Hubble. Congratulations. Tyler Hunter. Congratulations. Braden Keels. Okay. Aluna King. Congratulations. Nicholas Kowalski. Fist bump? Fist bump. Regan Lord. Thank you. Mitchell Malmo. Handshake? Callan Martin. Congratulations. Jordan McDonald. Thank you. Grayson McGordy. Congratulations. Bryce McKinney. Congratulations. Oh, fist bump. Dennis Miller. Brody Nunn. You better give me a hug, Brody Nunn. Brooke Onweller. Congratulations. Sophia Willett. Congratulations. Trenton Pemberton. Congratulations. Caden Poole Des Moines. Congratulations. Haley Ryder. Congratulations. Taryn Roberts. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Lily Romance. Congratulations. Andrew Russell.
Thank you.
Yes. Sky Senate. Congratulations. Oh, I get a hug? Yes. Thank you. Ashley Seitz. Congratulations. Thank you. Congrats. Jocelyn Spencer. Sophia Summers. Congratulations. Thank you. Rylan Tabashevsky. Lucas Turner. Thank you. Matt Wagner. Handshake? Yes. Stormy Ward. Congratulations. Very nice, very nice. Caleb Warner. Yes. Very nice. Mason Wentz. Kira Wittick. Congratulations. Talise Wolschlegel. Congratulations. Connor Wolf. Congratulations. Wyatt Podorski. I thought I said it right. I'm sorry. Podorski. Jordan Hopkinson. Yes. And Dea Gillette. Congratulations.
Our three seniors, could I have you back up? 8th grade, could you please stand for your pledge?
Do you want me to hold it? I'll hold it. Here, come, go around me. Go around me. I'll be in the middle. Okay, everybody ready? Everybody set. Go. I solemnly swear to uphold the rules of the school, to treat everyone with respect, and to never use body spray in the hallways, to keep our school clean and beautiful, to do my absolute best in class, and to resist the evils of storing food in my locker, to wear the B with pride, to lend my loudest voice to school spirit, and to never ever let my school down. This I swear.
I don't think I heard all of you say that you were not going to keep food in your lockers. Pretty sure some of you kind of like fizzled out on that. Yeah. All right. You guys are amazing. You are going to do some fantastic things. I know you know, because you're confident. You're great. What I hope for you is that you get involved, you stay involved, you attend games, activities, clubs, you do your homework, you turn in your assignments, you stay out of Saturday school. We don't see you in as many after schools. Yeah. But ultimately, 8th grade, I hope your freshman year is fun. I hope your sophomore year is fun. I hope your junior year, which is your toughest year, doesn't stress you out. And I hope your senior year is full of memories, because your 4 years will go fast. You no longer have to worry about vending machine food being put on my desk. You get to keep it now. You can actually use your cell phones during lunchtime and hallway passing time. But you can't do it during class time. Still not. You need to remember who's getting you through this. It is your friends, it is your teachers, and most importantly, it is your family and it is your community. They are here to support you, and they are here to encourage you, and they are here to pick you up when you fall. Right? You have 4 years. Make the best of it, make the most of it, and enjoy every minute of it, because it will go fast. But you will be amazing. And the next time we see you in this gym for an event like this, we will be cheering you on when you cross this stage. So, congratulations. Great job. You're amazing. Go ahead and join mom and dad and family and friends. Get some good pictures. You are good to go. Congratulations, 8th grade.